Okay, here we are. We're working with our little friend Blue. We're adjusting energy. We got all kinds of things happening. We got dogs over here. Ashley the professor over there. We have, look where little Blue is, sitting on the porch like a good dog. So Ashley's gonna call him. She's gonna get low.
Okay.
And the dog comes running. She loves when you gotta come through with a doggy? 1 sec. She loves, only pets the dog when the 4 feet are on the ground. When we want the dog to go to a designated spot, Ashley will stand up and she'll tell the dog. She's a little confused, so she gets put on the thing. This is the only time she's going to get a morsel of food, is when she goes to a designated spot, which is going to be that bed. That bed then can be put in a crate wherever we are. That's where we're going. We're going to cut for a minute and we will resume. Go just stay. Okay, so continuing with Blue. We're just putting structure in the dog's head. Leash and collar, they're going to get top 10 things. Leash and collar is always on the dog when he's under our supervision. When he's not under our supervision, he has to be put in a crate. We have balancing energy. So, and then when you continue this further, when he can be under your supervision and in a place. He doesn't have to be in a crate, but you have to be able to manage that. So Ashley's just going to drop the leash and walk away. And then sit next to me. And we have company. So this is a very busy lobby. Now, did you see when Ashley got low? You didn't see, but the dog's tail started to wag. You can't do this without a leash and collar on it. You're just going to be chasing a puppy all over your house. So we have more. She's just going to fix that. Watch how easy.
Go, please.
But no treats now. So the food reward, the only time we give a dog a morsel of food, that means dinner, treats, turkey, whatever you want to give him is fine. But he has to go to a designated spot. In this case, it's this bed. So in theory, if we do this consistently, in theory, of course, this is 12 days of training. This is really continues on throughout the dog's life. It has to be reinforced by the owners. Theory, you could take that mat wherever you go, and it could be in the back of your car, it could be wherever. He can't get up. I make noises, and so it's about balance. Now, if I asked him to stay there for 3 hours, that would be weird on my part. But if he can certainly stay there for 20 minutes, and the circus could come through town. Now, when we want to love him, Ashley's getting off the couch, getting low, and patting her hands.
Okay.
And she said, okay. Okay is the release command. Love, love, love when 4 feet are on the ground. We don't touch. Watch what happens when Ashley comes and sits down back on her couch. He may cross a boundary. We're going to fix it. But he didn't. When we're sitting on our furniture, so we have human places and dog places. 80-90% of most people's houses are good for the dog to be. Beds and furniture are not, and certainly not begging at a table. So now does this look like an oppressed dog? He's happy as can be. This is done without a lot of yelling and screaming. It's down here. Now when somebody comes to the door and you want to answer it, and when she's 6 months old or 8 months old, people may not want their crotches smelled by Blue. So we're going to tell her to go to her place.
Blue, go please.
And ironically, she's just a little confused. She's not being disobedient. She probably doesn't even recognize the shade. It looks the same color. So this is amazing. We're good for today. We still got 5 days. Most of the behaviors we're just going to enhance them and work on them. So we're ahead of the curve. Thank you.
Mike Gould here, Mayor of Houndstown, USA, home to the happiest and smartest and gifted dogs on earth. I'm here today on Thursday. We're finishing up some training sessions. Everybody's in a different place. Twix here is in its early stages of training, about a quarter of the way through, maybe a third. This is some reinforcement training. Shish kebab's going home in 3 days. Reinforcement training for my friend Jules, and the little puppy graduates tomorrow. the puppy's not. And the interesting thing is I have not every breed, but different breeds. I got a little pit bull puppy, German Shepherd, Old English Lab, and a hyena. No, it's not. No. This is a beautiful little dog. Twix, she's a little bit on the fearful side. So so if you notice all the different stages of training, she's the newest, so she's the most unsettled. We move our little rat around, and she's afraid of it, so I have to teach her not to be afraid. That could be a vacuum cleaner, that could be a squirrel. Now, obviously, these are spatial issues. If we drive up onto the dog's nose, it's going to get up. But we're learning, teaching the dogs not to chase a squirrel. This is so again, in deference to Dr. Temple Grandin, dogs see things differently. We need to be in the dog's brain, meaning we have to teach first, reinforce, but understand what they're seeing. We're actually initiating their prey drive, right? They're predators. Dogs are predators. So they see fast movement, do it a little faster, a little fast movement. They don't know that this is our man-made squirrel. And then if I yell, that's good, thank you. If I yell, hey, guys! That is realistic, so a dog shouldn't be afraid of that noise. But we have to teach them. This didn't just happen overnight. When I just yelled, you'll see that the dogs won't even flinch. My friend Blue hears me yelling. The only thing I yell at is never dogs, I yell at humans. Watch when I yell, and you watch my friend Blue. Ha ha! Hey guys! Who wants to go to Disney World? This is wonderful balance. Dogs adapting to the human world. Why? How do we accomplish this? By using their natural drives, giving them leadership and structure. Leadership and structure. It's a process. It doesn't happen in a day. We teach the dogs to go to a place, put their feet or butt or whatever. We didn't ask them to, they don't have to do anything. They don't have to do tricks. The only place they get food, only place, is when they go to their designated spot. That could be inside, outside. So just pan over one more time. I'll put my friend back. And you see everybody's good. And then we're going to forward this to my friend, Dr. Temple Grandin in Colorado, and let her know that because of her good work, we are able to do this. And we don't use pinch collars, we don't use electric collars, we don't even talk to dogs. We make simple noises. And if I want them to play together, I'm going to give this a whirl. All I have to do is I'm going to change my body position. Can you get in that corner, maybe get everybody or not really? I'm going to try this, right? This is an experiment. We're in high school now. I'm going to get low, snap my fingers, and watch what energy happens. Okay, good doggies. Good doggies. Okay. All right, was it perfect? Jules doesn't want to get up. He must be stuck to the bed. But that's how we do this. It's balancing energy. I'm not screaming and yelling. It wouldn't work. I love good physical love for the behavior we're looking for. Food only when they go on their place. My friend Julesy, come on, old man. Jesus, Jules. Might be afraid of the little puppy. Anyway, this is fine. Now they're sniffing each other's. They're doing what dogs do. They're investigating my little rabbit here or my raccoon, but they're not killing it because we can't allow it to. All right, good for today. A beautiful day. Jules. Okay, we're finishing up our little friend Blue's 12-day boot camp, boarding school, whatever you like. We put structure in his life. He's doing very well considering his age. He's an immature puppy, relatively. So he's doing as best he can do, and that's what we do. We keep him on our left side, so the leash and collar always on. These are parts of the 10 Commandments. I step out my left foot will trigger his walking. Good dog. Good. We praise good behavior. Praise. Good doggy. Good dog. Good. Correct bad behavior. So sniffing that leaf is a bad behavior. Good doggy. Good. So that time he didn't. I slow down and I ask him to sit. I correct if he don't. And my energy level's down here. Step out my right foot and that will keep him in place. If there's distractions, he gets up. Any violation of what we want, the dog has to get corrected
in accordance with the behavior. This isn't about, we don't use pinch collars, we're not throwing pennies at him, we're not, there's no this is simple dog behavior. Left foot, we walk. Good doggy, I praise him. Good dog. I turn because I see the big bad wolf. He needs to subordinate and follow. He can't be in charge. I turn, he turns. He's not tripping me, he's not jumping. I stop, he SITs. The only time the dog gets physical praise, this is physical praise, is when his 4 feet are on the ground. He never can jump. So we've worked out a lot of things, and we're going to go inside and show you when and how he gets any morsel of food. It's very specific. Okay, we're finishing up. So notice where I give love, and I get low here. There's not a lot of talking with dogs, because for the simple reason they don't talk. So my little friend is back here. I'm loving him. He's nice and warm. It's cold out, and he's came to me. I didn't ask him to be here. He chose to be here. So if we look at this is our couch. This is our human spots. Human. The rest, he can be at the table. He can't. So we start to identify in your home what's human and what's animal. In my home, 90% of my home is animal. But 10%, tables, couches, kitchens, they have no business in there. Beds? Beds, never. My producer over there. Beds, couches, they can't be on there. The problem is we have these cute little puppies, and what do we want to do? We want to pick him up. He's so cute. Everybody wants Blue. He's so cute. Fast forward 6 months from now when he's 50, 60 pounds of muscle. So you reap what you sow. It's so simple. It's ridiculous. So leash and collar's always on. If we look at this as my house, there's a bedroom, there's a crate, there's a kitchen, a bed. Whoa! The hell? All right, so now, I'm loving the dog. This could go on all day. I have no problems, except that I have a bad back, to be down here with him, but I have to make that effort. When I have to go take a shower, or there's company coming, or the doorbell rings, I just tell him, Blue, go place. The only place in this world that Blue gets a treat or food, including his regular meal, is either on this bed. Now, if I had children coming over or people where the stimulation level would be too high, I'm going to take the bed and put it into the crate. But we'll show you how this works. Once he's told to go to his place, there's no negotiation. His bandana came off, we'll put that back on. So, no matter what happens now, Blue stays there, right? So, I can have my grandchildren over, I can play ball. He can't get up. My grandchildren can, I can have somebody knock on the door, let's see who's here. And this is a madhouse here, by the way. I have this door, he made a mistake, go place. Oh, I said okay by accident, go place. So some of this is why it's better not to talk. I made a mistake. So we also, very good point, thank you for reminding me, Blue. You have to distinguish what you do wrong and what you're miscommunicating. So I miscommunicated, it wasn't his fault. He wasn't disobedient. So we always have to, and this is very difficult, to distinguish in an animal brain what's disobedient and what is a fear or misunderstanding. When I want him, I just get low. That's the trigger. Watch how this works. Come. Good. And I love him. Where am I? In the middle of the room. I love him, but now he can go. He has a touch of diarrhea, by the way. So we're going to keep an eye. Now he's being my animal vacuum cleaner. He's picking up food off the floor, which is fine. That's my mistake. Good doggy. Good dog. So he's coming to me voluntarily, right? Does he look, does he like he's afraid? Let's try to do something different now. Let's cut for a second. So now I took the bed that was at my front door, which of course in your house the bed should never be by the front door. Front door is where all the drama takes place in the house. So we want the crates and beds just like your bedroom in the house and far away from this drama. Okay. Okay, I say okay, I get low. Now he's going to be confused because he doesn't know I moved my bed. So I'm just going to tell him, oh, here comes somebody. Go place. Go place. He's confused. Go place. Go place. Good dog. And you have to understand the animal brain. He wasn't disobedient. He can't even see through here. I know our TV's dying. This is it. We're going to give you the top 10 commandments. Once he's in there, this is the most secure place for the dog. In the crate. Why is it? Now I close it, I don't have to worry about it. Obviously, he's on a bed, he's not gonna stay there if you're in the shower, just like a child wouldn't stay on the couch if you got out of their sight. I release him by saying, okay, good dog. He comes to me and I love him. This has been a great experience. Thank you.